Jets Ward.
ETS Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward, a late night episode. Because, guys, as you know, football is back. The New York Jets just got done with their first preseason game against the Packers, where they triumphed over the Packers 30-10. Now, I understand it is just preseason football, but it's exciting for us Jets fans because it was our first look at what AG and this team is going to look like. I know the offense was vanilla. It's not going to be the exact same thing as when we get into the season, but I'm going to give you my unfiltered reactions to the New York Jets preseason game against the Packers and talk about things that I really liked and some things that kind of bothered me at this point. But first, if you have been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here in the Jets Ward. It is a great thing for you guys to always come back, and I appreciate you always coming back and supporting the channel. I really, really do. If you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan, a fan of another team, or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here in the Jets Ward, no matter what. This is a safe space for you. But guys, like I said, the Jets have won over the Packers. They just got done beating them 30-10. And here are some clips from the game, or some video pictures from the game. In the top one, you see Aaron Glenn high-fiving Justin Fields. Justin Fields played only one series tonight, but it was very, very good, and I'm going to get into it. But then you see Aaron Glenn very intense, like what we were picturing him being, because one of the biggest complaints that I have from this team, even though we won, we dominated tonight, one of the biggest issues that was from the last regime was penalties. And this Jets defense was highly penalized. Michael Clemens, on the first drive that he was in, had a boneheaded penalty where he's trying to get into a fight with one of the Packers players. And guess what? Aaron Glenn pulled him off the field. McCrary Ball, dumb penalty. What does he do? Aaron Glenn pulls him off the field. And not only does he pull him off the field, he gets in his face and screams at him. That's coaching. That's something that Robert Saleh, and no matter what your opinions are of him, he never did that. It's basically, oh, you made a penalty? Oh, get him next time, champ. No, Aaron Glenn is doing what he said he's going to do, coming in here and holding players accountable. You make a dumb move, you're out. You get screamed at by the coach. And that's what I love to see. That's the biggest thing that I'm going to take away from this game was accountability. The penalties need to freaking stop because it was a freaking nightmare tonight with all of the defensive penalties that we had. The Packers drive on one of the early series where they scored a field goal, chalk that up to all of the penalties that the New York Jets had earlier in the game. And mainly on defense. We had a couple of penalties on offense, but our defense was highly penalized tonight. And that is not something you want to see on an Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilks defense. But I hold our coach very high because he pulled those players out and reamed them out for it. And I'm excited to hear what he has to say as well as we get into after the game and everything. But these are my unfiltered reactions. And the biggest thing is the Jets did win, but it was ugly in the beginning with all the penalties. And I love that Aaron Glenn is holding these players accountable because that's what they freaking need. And I love seeing it, man. AG looks great as the head coach of the New York Jets. I understand it's the first preseason game, but I love what I saw from our head coach. And I don't have it on the slides yet, but Tanner Engstrand called a very good game on offense. I like a lot of the plays that he called in situations. He's never called NFL games before, offensive plays in an NFL game, but he actually looked very, very good. And the most impressive one that I saw was the first series with Justin Fields. Because he's going to be our starting quarterback, you want to see what he's going to do with him. And I get it. It's all vanilla plays. But Justin Fields looked comfortable. He looked very good. And I'm going to get into that in a minute. But I really appreciate Tanner Engstrand calling plays from the sideline and getting this offense moving, making it exciting, opening screen plays, doing like different things, getting our line to block. Our offensive line coach, good on him. I know he was a tight ends coach coming from Detroit. But this offensive line was looking awesome tonight. I was really happy to see that. And getting into the offensive line, that they were very, very impressive tonight. And you're going to see something. John Simpson was not in the game tonight. He is recovering from an injury. So right now, you had Josh Myers as our center, Tippmann as our left guard, AVT at right guard, Olaf Shanu, and Armand Membu. They all played tonight, and they opened some pretty big holes. This offensive line was very, very impressive, and I want to shout out Xavier Newman, too, coming in for the second and third string linemen as well. He had some great blocks in open space as well, but the O-line as a whole unit, from top to bottom, first team, second team, third team, fourth stringers, they all looked very, very good, and I was very, very happy with every single one of them. And shout out to our own line coach, because that's great coaching right there. And I'm loving what I'm seeing, because this unit has to be very good for this offense to succeed this year. If they want to make Justin Fields take that next step forward, the offensive line has to be elite. They need to be very good. And what I saw tonight, especially from our young tackles, Olu Fashanu and Armand Membu, I was very, very excited. And I think Jets fans should be as well. Tippmann looked awesome as guard. I always thought that he was a better guard than a center. And he's just great getting out in open space. We know AVT, he's legit. And Josh Myers played okay tonight too. He wasn't bad. So honestly, I love this offensive line. I like the backups, what they did as well. Max Mitchell, I don't think he's going to make this team. He struggled tonight. But other than that, other than a couple other players, this offensive line looked pretty damn good tonight. And I was very, very excited to see what they did and how they played. So I was very, very happy with them. But getting into the next thing that I was very happy with, Justin Fields, right? Like, honestly, guys, he did what he needed to do. He looked confident. He was decisive. He knew when to throw the ball. He knew when to run with the ball. And honestly, look, it's not much. He was 3 for 4. Okay, he was in for one series. But you saw what you wanted from him. He was 3 for 4, had 42 yards passing. He averaged 14 yards per pass. QB rating of 108.3, which is awesome. I get it. It's one series. But he also had 2 rushing attempts for 14 yards and 1 touchdown. That was our first drive. He marched us down the field and got us into the end zone. And I was very, very impressed, because Garrett Wilson dropped a pass. But you know who was there for him? A guy named Andrew Beck. Our fullback was utilized a ton tonight, and that's somebody I'm going to shout out in a few minutes. But Justin Fields, he did what he needed to do tonight. He played one series, but I loved what I saw from him. He was composed. He was direct. He knew where we needed to go with the ball. He knew when to run with it, and he avoided pressure very, very well. I was very happy with what Justin Fields did tonight. I'm excited to see how he takes this and leads into it for future games. But for our first preseason game, I really like what I saw from Justin Fields, so I'm very happy with that. But getting into the next one, Brady Cook came in next. And to start, Brady Cook looked okay. He was decisive. He had some good passes. There was a wobbly pass that he threw to Tyler Johnson, which was a completion. But as it went on, he started to make some boneheaded plays, almost got picked up. He's a rookie, so he's going to make these mistakes. It's about how he learns from them. I like Brady Cook. I like the confidence that he has. He went for 6 for 8, 62 yards passing. He was averaged 10.3 average yards, 96.9 rating, 0 touchdowns. Not bad. I think he's going to get better. Does he make this team? I don't know. I could definitely see him as a practice squad quarterback that we re-sign. But it's going to be tough, because he did play the rest of the first quarter and second quarter. And in the second half, the next quarterback came in, and that was Andrew Martinez. Andrew Martinez, I got to give the kid credit. He came out and lit it up. He was 11 for 16, had 152 yards passing, 13.8 average, 1 touchdown, and a rating of 119.8. He looked very good. He looked composed. He was very good in the pocket at avoiding pressure. He did very, very good and was doing everything that you want in a backup quarterback. So it's going to be a good competition between him and Brady Cook. Now, does Adrian Martinez make the team? Maybe. It really depends. I think Tyrod Taylor is definitely our backup quarterback. He didn't play tonight because he was hurt. So wish him a speedy recovery. But if Adrian Martinez continues to play very well, the Jets could possibly carry 3 quarterbacks on this roster, because Justin Fields has a tendency to get banged up. Tyrod Taylor, we know he has injury issues. So carrying a 3rd quarterback just in case the disaster happens isn't a bad thing. And Adrian Martinez looked composed. He looked good. and was able to march this offense down the field a couple of times. So I liked what I saw from him. Overall, the three quarterbacks, I thought they did pretty well. Justin Fields, I was very excited about. Adrian Martinez, I loved seeing the plays that he made. And Brady Cook, he made some rookie mistakes, but he also made some good throws as well and good decisions. So I really like what I saw. One knock on Adrian Martinez. He had a wide open Arian Smith who beat his guy down the field on a streak and just overthrew him by a little bit. We need to make those plays. He's going to work on that. I think Arian Smith can be a dynamic player, man. I'm going to talk about him in a few minutes. But I like what I saw from the quarterbacks tonight. I really, really did. But getting into the next one, I got to talk to you guys about Braylon Allen. Guys, oh, man. He looks like the best running back on our team. Breece Hall had a rough night today. He only had 3 yards rushing. He had three rushing attempts, 3 yards. Braylon Allen looked very, very good. And when he gets into open space, he is a monster to take down. And he's getting better at catching the ball as well. He wasn't in for a long, long time, but what he did, he made it work. He had 8 attempts, 33 yards, 0 touchdowns, but he looked freaking awesome, guys. And again, very tough kid to bring down. He looked fast. He looked strong. Braylon Allen is going to be pushing Breece Hall, guys. This kid is freaking good. And I was excited to see what he did tonight. I was a little disappointed in Breece. I think he can bounce back. We didn't utilize him a lot. We gave more Braylon Allen attempts. But what I saw from Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis too, Isaiah Davis looked okay. I really, really like what I saw from Braylon Allen. I think he did very, very good tonight. Very, very impressed with him. Continuing on, I got to get you guys to Andrew Beck. Man, guys, he's our fullback, but he is great at targets, receiving the ball. He can catch, man. He's a solid blocker. He might push Jeremy Ruckert off this roster. Jeremy Ruckert did nothing tonight. He was a no-show in this game, and he's somebody that needs to perform in these games to be able to make this team. Andrew Beck can play tight end as well. Andrew Beck looked great. He was Justin Fields' favorite target with the ones tonight. He looked awesome. He had 2 targets, 2 receptions, 36 yards, long of a 24, 0 touchdowns, but the guy blocked really well. He was always open, was able to break tackles, and just did so well. I'm very, very interested in Andrew Beck. He was the first signing that Darren Muji made, and he's doing very well. He's been great in training camp, and tonight you just saw how confident Justin Fields felt with him too, and he marched down that field with Justin Fields and was his favorite guy on those plays. So Andrew Beck stood out to me a lot tonight. So he's somebody exciting, and I know a lot of Jet fans on X were very, very excited too. And shout out to Jets Media, Richie. I want to thank him for allowing me on his show to talk a little bit during halftime. So shout out to Richie. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to his channel as well. He does awesome work. Check out Roundtable Sports as well, which he's a co-founder of. Does awesome, awesome stuff, man. So shout out to him. But thank you again, Richie. I appreciate you. But getting into it, Andrew Beck did amazing in this. So I was really happy with what I saw from him too. But again, going into another running back that I was very happy with, Donovan Edwards, guys. He's an undrafted free agent that we got from Michigan. He was on the cover of the the college football game. He was somebody who they thought slowed down a lot in Michigan last year, and we got him as an undrafted free agent. He looked awesome. This guy might fight for a spot on this roster. I don't know if he makes it, but man, I would love to see this kid because I know if the Jets try to pick him up on the practice squad, he's going to get scooped up like that. I know there's going to be a team that goes for him, and I would hate to see that because he looked legit tonight. He's a guy who had 9 attempts, 42 yards rushing, 4.7 yards average. He busted a long touchdown run that was called back because of a holding penalty. You hate to see it, but it looked really, really good. He had a long of 11 yards, 0 touchdowns, but he also had 1 catch for 21 yards. He looked awesome, guys. He was blocking pretty well. He was out in space. He was getting open. He's a solid receiver and an amazing runner with the football, too. Very excited with what I saw from him tonight as well. Watch out for Donovan Edwards. If he keeps showing out in training camp and showing out in these games, he has a shot to make this team, and the Jets might carry 4 running backs. So you never know. If he keeps showing out too, who knows? A trade could be in the works for one of these running backs. You never know, because there's teams looking for solid running backs, and the Cowboys are looking for an all-star running back at this point. So if Donovan Edwards might keep showing out, he can make this team and be the third running back if we were to trade a Breece Hall or someone like that. But watch out for Donovan Edwards. He was great tonight, and I was very happy to see it. Next, getting into the next one, Tyler Johnson was great tonight too. I liked what I saw from Tyler Johnson. He got open. He did very, very well for Brady Cook as his wide receiver, somebody who went along with him. Alan Lazard had a nice catch as well, but now Alan Lazard, if you didn't see, was in a sling on the sideline and on his arm. So that is not great. So the Jets might be looking for another receiver to step up, and Tyler Johnson can be that guy. So watch out for Tyler Johnson, depending on how serious Alan Lazard's injury is and how serious Josh Reynolds' injury is. Tyler Johnson might be our number 2 receiver, and I would not mind that at all. He had 2 targets, 2 receptions, 27 yards receiving, long of 21, 0 touchdowns, was blocking very well, was caught everything thrown to him, was doing everything that he needed to do, ran great routes. Loved what I saw from Tyler Johnson. Hasn't seen much when he was with the Rams. Maybe the Jets are a new opportunity and he can be a breakout player for this team. But for tonight, I love what I saw for him in Green Bay. Really enjoyed what he brought to the table, especially as a safety net for Brady Cook, our young quarterback. Now, getting into the next one, I got these 2 guys, both Smiths. I got Brandon Smith, who came up big in this game as well. He had 3 targets, had 2 big first down catches. He uses that size and speed very, very well, and I really like what I saw from him on those targets. He had 23 yards, 12 his longest was 12 yards, 0 touchdowns, but he came up big on third down conversions. He was somebody I really, really liked watching tonight, somebody I very, very like, and somebody who I definitely think can make this team. He's been showing out in training camp and did pretty well tonight as well. Then we got Arian Smith as well. The guy's a crisp route runner. We know the speed. If Adrian Martinez didn't overthrow him on that deep ball, he was wide open. He would have walked in for the touchdown, and we would be talking about Arian Smith so much tonight. But he had 3 targets, 2 receptions, 18 yards, long 13 yards, 0 touchdowns. They're using him over the middle a lot, which I really like because he is a tough kid. He's not the biggest kid, but he is tough with the ball when he gets it in his hands. And somebody that has breakaway speed. If he breaks one tackle, he's gone. So watch out for Arian Smith. Watch out for both these guys. Both of them, I think, can be very, very good and have great shots at making this team. I know Arian Smith is most likely going to make this team. Brandon Smith needs to keep playing the way he is because the kid is electric. He's been doing phenomenal in training camp, and tonight he looked very good as well. I was very happy with both of these guys tonight as well. Now getting into a couple other receivers. Quentin Skinner. I love this kid. I don't think he makes the team, but I do love this kid. He's 6'5", a big receiver. If Alan Lazard is out for a long time, Quentin Skinner could have a chance to make this team. He had 2 targets, 1 reception, 26 yards, long 26. He had a really beautiful contested catch where he jumped up and just ripped it out of the hands of a defender, over the defender. He is such a good kid. I love what I saw from him tonight. I would like to see him get more targets and be able to use that length that he has and that size. But I really like what I saw. He made a very good catch today with Adrian Martinez as his quarterback. Love what I saw from him. Disappointed with Malachi Corley. He had 2 targets, 1 catch for 8 yards. He needs to do well in these games because he's been struggling, man. He is fighting for a spot on this roster. They used him more as a special teams, kickoff return and punt return, but if he wants to make this team, he's got to be a good receiver as well, and tonight was a very disappointing one. I was expecting Malachi Corley to step up, and he disappointed, in my opinion. He could still rebound, but he's got a lot of work to do, man, especially with these young receivers putting in the work and making these big plays. Malachi Corley needs to step up as well and make these plays, or he's not going to have a job with the Jets, in my opinion. The next one, guys, this kid, Stone Smart, man. He is so underrated, in my opinion. And you're looking at the numbers, 1 target, 1 reception, 24 yards, 1 touchdown. He caught a screen pass from Adrian Martinez. And shout out to the whole offense. The offensive line, Donovan Edwards blocking out there as well. Adrian Martinez setting the ball to him as well. This was the prototypical screenplay that the Jets have struggled with for many, many years. And this just shows how the offensive line coach has been doing with these guys. Again, making these offensive linemen. This is the play that Xavier Newman was the leading blocker and did so good in open space. Stone Smart caught this play at the line of scrimmage and ran for 24 yards, broke some tackles, and forced his way into the end zone. He can be, and it might be a hot take, he can be an elite tight end receiver. He's got great speed, and he's got great hands, and he can break some tackles. He's got good size. He is going to be the tight end, too, on this team, in my opinion, for his receiving ability. Struggles as a blocker. He needs to improve that. But when Mason Taylor comes back, Mason Taylor and then Stone Smart as the other tight end and Andrew Beck as the fullback, that could be a very strong offense for these guys. With Garrett Wilson out wide, that could be a very, very good offense for these guys because you have some solid options underneath with Mason Taylor, Stone Smart running down the seam or running across the middle, Andrew Beck coming out of the out on the flats. That could be scary, guys. And I like the physicality that the Jets brought tonight. It was very, very good, and I love what I saw from Stone Smart running, breaking tackles, and getting to the end zone for that touchdown. He did a very good job. Very impressed with him tonight as well. But, guys, the big star tonight, in my opinion, was Jay Tufele. He was starting in the place of Byron Cowart, who has been very good in pre-training camp so far. Jay Tufele started tonight and dominated the Packers offensive line. He did so well. He sacked Jordan Love on a play where Will McDonald busted through the offensive line, forced Jordan Love to come back right, and Jay Tufele was right there and made the sack. It was great. Then he made another sack on Malik Willis, which was great, was in there for the sack. And then Leonard Taylor III hit Malik Willis, caused the fumble in the end zone, and who was there to pick up the touchdown? Jay Tufele. This kid did so well, and could this be a Darren Muji steal as a free agent signing? From the Bengals where he was last year, you didn't really see anything from him. But could he be something with this Jets team? If he shows out like this, he could be fighting for that defensive tackle 2 position right next to Q. Or just give us some defensive tackle depth in the rotation. If he keeps showing out like this, I'm very excited to see. He was my star tonight because he was just everywhere on the field. He did so good, and shout out to him. Big man touchdown. Gave the ball to AG, and AG gave him a great big hug. Loved what he saw. Gave the ball back to him. This kid was good tonight. Very, very good. And I was very proud of what I saw from him tonight. Shout out to Jay Tufele. Awesome game, dude. Awesome, awesome game. Then getting into the next one, I got Jamarcus Weston. And a lot of you guys might not know who he is. He is the undrafted rookie from Florida. Fun fact about him, he played every single position on defense for the Florida Gators. He played middle linebacker, outside linebacker, edge rusher, defensive tackle, cornerback, safety. The kid is athletic as hell, but you're not going to see any great stats from him from on the defensive side of the ball from Florida. You want to know why? Because he was a special teams ace there. And what did he do? He recovered a fumble on a punt today where McCole Hardman fumbled the punt, and he was there to pick up to fall on the ball. Jamarcus Weston, shout out to him. If he continues to perform very, very well on special teams, he can make this team. I know Chris Boyd is supposed to be a special teams ace. We lost Irv Charles for the season, who was our special teams ace. Chris Boyd is dealing with a shoulder injury, did not play tonight. Jamarcus Weston looked pretty well, and if he can give you something as a rotational linebacker or edge rusher on defense too, this kid would be very good on special teams, and I would love to see what we get from him. Very happy with him. I wanted to give him a shout-out because I've been a big fan of his since we signed him. Did more research on him. I love the kid's story. He's a special teamer, can do everything. He's just an athletic freak and a good dude overall. Shout out to Jamarcus Weston. Great job tonight, young man, in your first preseason game. Loved what I saw from you. But, guys, that is all I have tonight from the Jets preseason game. Again, they won 30-10. It wasn't all the best. We had a lot of penalties on defense that need to be cleaned up. But I love that AG was holding players accountable. You make a dumb penalty, McCrary ball, you're out. And then you get reamed at on the sideline. Michael Clemens, you make a stupid penalty and then try to get into a fight, you're out. And that's a kid too, Michael Clemens, who needs to be on his game because he has the traits to be a very good edge rusher. He's got strength. He's got power. He's got the size. It's all mental. If AG can get it out of him, great. But if you keep making this stupid penalties like you did last year with the old regime, you're not going to be here. So he was a player that I really wanted to watch tonight as well, Michael Clemens. And right off the bat, dumbass penalty. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I don't get it. You have all the traits to be a really good player in this league or be a good rotational piece, and you're blowing it because of mental mistakes. AG, though, got him off quick, talked to him, and then with the same thing with McCrary Ball, who's fighting for that linebacker spot and has looked good in training camp. Dumb mistake. You're off. Yelled at, talked to. Okay, let's move on. Let's be better. These penalties need to stop, and I think AG is going to get this under control in practice this week. I'm excited to see these guys in training camp, the practices, how they're improving, how they're getting better. Joint practices with the Giants this week coming in because we're going to be playing the Giants next in our preseason game. Jackson Dart looked great for them, so watch out for that. Jameis Winston looked good for them as well. Cam Scatteraboo might be back as a running back depth for them as well for the Giants. But overall, watch out for the Giants. Abdul Carter looked awesome in his preseason game too. And Giants are going to be tough in this preseason game. But again, it's just preseason. The Jets looked awesome. I'm excited about it. But again, it's just preseason. These guys need to get better and clean up the mistakes. But again, Jets fans, be excited with what you saw. Justin Field looked good. The young guys came through tonight. Be excited, be happy, and get back to work next time. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to let you know whenever I post videos. And again, thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next